Okay, while the Big 12 set to add 2 to 4 more teams in this next round of realignment, um, what a couple of things we should be watching out for is if 1 to 2 teams or possibly 3 teams end up leaving the Pac 12, what would be the response of the Pac 12? Now, we know that um, the numbers are out far as the Pac 12 is quite frankly very much under the targeted number that they were setting to make in competition with the Big 12. And so the question is, what will the Pac 12 response be? And let's say uh, they go down to eight teams, 9 teams. How will we look at the Pac 12? Will it be still considered a power conference? And while it may remain a power conference sitting in the fifth place, it would definitely fall behind the ACC. Now, um, the question is what and how would they respond? Well, if you look around at what are the alternatives and possibilities for the Pac 12, it seems to be bringing up non power schools because I don't see any schools from the Big 12 going to the Pac 12. I don't see any schools going from the ACC to the Pac 12. And I don't see any schools going from the Big 10 to the Pac 12 or the SEC to the Pac 12. So the only thing that's left is for the Pac 12 to grab non power schools and possibly seeing how that transpires. Do it add value? No, it will not add value to the conference. In fact, it would dilute the conference even more so. And then you have the question of whether um, Oregon, Washington, Utah, would stay. Well, not Washington State, but Arizona State, would they all stay and just play as is? And to be honest with you, I believe some schools are set in the sense of we are the Pac 12. What are we going to do? It makes no sense to do anything. So, yeah, we would just pretty much dwindle with the conference. And that's fine. They have every right to do that. And that's what it seems like most of them would do. While the other ones are concerned about staying relevant and they're into sports is much more so, of course, education, but they see themselves and have saw their teams, their schools, their brands as an athletic program, and that's traditionally what they are, and they're gonna keep and hold that stature of remaining a athletic team or school. And so, with that being said, what teams, what schools, or the Big 12 set to gain? Well, we know that we've heard talks about Gonzaga. We heard talks about Colorado. We heard talks about Arizona. And we also heard talks about UConn. Now, when you look at this, um, UConn, Arizona, Colorado, those would be 3 good brands that would be that would facilitate the next round of realignment. Now, in this case, we would be thinking basketball. UConn and Arizona definitely raised the bar and adding to the competitiveness of the Pac 12 conference. And so, while we keep our eyes out for the next round of realignment that is possibly soon to kick off, starting um, July, August is when we probably will hear some announcements of the next round of realignment, July and August. And also, when you look at this is the last season for Texas and Oklahoma playing in the Big 12, and respectively, UCLA and USC playing in the Pac 12. And when you look at that, this would be the last uh, um, this would be the last viewing that we would see of these teams, these conferences as they are. There will be big changes starting the 24 season, 25 season. And so, as we all prepare for this change, who is set to gain and who is set to lose? So, be prepared for the next round of realignment from the Big 12 and moving forward. Now, we have come accustomed to uh, enjoying this conversation about realignment, but it's important to note that the next round of realignment could possibly, potentially, cause the Pac 12 to do two things: either fall out of the non power conference um, status, or in fact, even be destroyed, or should I say, end up not existing as we know it. So stay tuned, Global News. Thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.